Apple and Qualcomm's legal back and forth, a U.S. trade judge ruling that the technology giant violated a Qualcomm patent in the manufacturing of certain older model iPhones and recommended an import ban on some iPhones. At the same time, the U.S. International Trade Commission ruled in favor of Apple and invalidated a Qualcomm patent on battery-saving technology. The two companies have been in a 2-year-long legal battle. Qualcomm says that Apple owes billions of dollars in loyalties over technology used in their iPhones. Joining us now is Wedbush Securities Managing Director Daniel Ives. Dan, good to see you this morning. Thanks so much for joining us. First, give us your reaction to this Qualcomm Apple fight, which keeps going on.
Yeah, it's just another round in this 12-round heavyweight battle. I mean, to some extent, Qualcomm feels like they have Apple against the ropes in terms of some of the rulings they've gotten, especially overseas. You know, I think this was a bit of a gut punch to Qualcomm in terms of on the ITC ruling. And I think right now, this continues to be an overhang on Apple because they continue to come out at the wrong time, given iPhone sales have fallen off a cliff.
Yeah. Well, we want to talk more about regulation and the potential of it. Europe is obviously ahead of the U.S. The EU continues to take on big tech. The European Union backing copyright reforms targeting Facebook and Google. They would require the companies to pay a licensing fee to publishers for content posted on their platforms. These new reforms also targeted copyrighted material by installing filters on the platforms. But, Dan, this is all on top of what we know to be hefty fines against Google, against other tech companies in Europe, much more aggressive in Europe than the U.S. Will the U.S. follow suit at some point, do you think, and get a bigger government hand on tech?
Look, I mean, this is another anti-big tech measure. I can tell you, I talked to executives last night, a bunch in the Valley, and this is a nightmare sort of ruling because from a copyright perspective, it's more lawyer-driven, run around Brussels, but really anti-big tech. We continue to think from GDPR to moves like the copyright, Europe continues to be much further ahead regulatory-wise from the U.S. But look, with Warren and some others talking about breaking up big U.S. tech, that's something that investors are getting a little more worried about, especially as we go into the next election cycle.
Dan, let's go back to Apple for a second. Investors have been talking about it nonstop since the media announcements this past week. It seems to me that Qualcomm is not the overhang, is that ultimately it was a ho-hum event, a lot of celebrities, very light on details. And ultimately, if you look at a 5-day chart on the stock, this services revenue is supposed to be what's to solve for the flattening of the device sales, but people seem to think it's not going to happen now. Agree or disagree on that?
Oh, look, definitely. I mean, the battleground areas and services. And we continue to think, look, 400 to 450 billion of the valuation of services. And when I look at the announcement this week, look, I view it as a step in the right direction. Ultimately, they are keeping the playbook close to the vest. There's a lot of competition if you look at Netflix and Disney. But otherwise, we continue to do think Apple does make a large content acquisition. That's going to be significant, not just from a distribution platform, but from original content. That's the key right now for Cook and Cupertino, where they're back against the wall.
Dan, it's Dagan McDowell, and I put out this crackpot theory, I think it was yesterday, that if investors become concerned about the growing competition from Apple and other content providers that drives down Netflix stock, that makes Netflix attractive potentially to Apple swooping in and buying them. Do you think Apple ultimately tries to buy Netflix?
Look, we've said the biggest strategic mistake that Apple and Cook have ever made was not acquiring Netflix. I think it's becoming clearer and clearer. It's around services and content. That's why we believe that's still potentially on the table, but we view a CBS, Viacom, and A24 Lionsgate as more likely in terms of content acquisitions for Apple. Even though they've never done historic M&A, right now we believe the clock struck 12.
Well, yeah, I mean, content is king right now. Look at the billions being paid for original content. What about the privacy issues around a Facebook? I mean, this morning the company's announcing it's cracking down on fake news, announcing it's removed more than 2,600 pages that are linked to fake accounts. The majority were tied to Russia and Iran. But look, when you talk about fixes for the company's privacy issues, what does that mean? I mean, this is their business model, right? I mean, they sell data to advertisers. So can you really get out of what the issues are without completely changing the business model?
Well, look, and that's why Cox and the other executives has been a revolving door leaving, because as you play nice in the sandbox to the Beltway in Brussels, you ruin your business model. And I think that's the worry right here, is that as you get more to privacy, it comes down to that's the worry for investors. That's why there's been the overhang here. And I think it's a fork in the road situation. They're going to have to kind of balance this, because ultimately, especially when you look at WhatsApp and Instagram and the messaging platform, that's going to be the key for Facebook. That's why in FANG names right now, some clear overhangs, especially on the social media names, with Facebook front and center and a target on its back.
So, Dan, I think to add on to Maria's question, so, how does Facebook deal with that, right? The fact that they have to police the site, they have to get all these sort of fake accounts off the site, they have to get these people buying fake ads off the site, and at the same time, they have to make money off of ads. How do they balance those two for the marketplace?
Yeah, we believe it's content-driven. And fundamentally, Facebook right now, they're going to have to drive more and more content on the platform, focus more and more on user engagement. They're going to have to do these privacy issues, but it gets back to that is their core business model from an advertising perspective. That's what investors care about, and that's also why even internally at Facebook, that's what they care about. And that's why Zuckerberg right now, there's a battle going on internally where they have to continue to stick to their core knitting. Otherwise, I think there could be some nightmarish days ahead.
All right.
No, I was just going to say, so they are media companies, but they can't be sued for defamation under federal law. And again, I brought this up. Devin Nunes's lawsuit against Twitter, it's pushing the legal boundaries of what is going on, because mid-90s law, you cannot sue internet service providers and other companies because they don't technically create the content and aren't media companies, but they are.
Yeah,
and
but
I think
they are.
that
But
changes.
on Dan's last point, they don't want to stick to their knitting anymore. Zuckerberg has come out and said now it's all going to be about private messaging. This is as big of a shift as post-IPO when they had to make the pivot to mobile. And now you're going to have to bet on a whole new company. They're exiting this public arena.
It's not a whole new company, though. They're reckless with people's private information, and I think that that's what investors know, and I think that's what the public knows, is you're saying it's private, but you can still see all of these messages and all this communication. And what are Zuckerberg and Sheryl Sandberg going to actually do with that? Do we trust them? Somebody told me doing business with them, you can not trust what they tell you.
And you mentioned and you mentioned Devin Nunes and his lawsuit against Twitter. More are coming. I understand McClatchy, as well as the Daily Beast. He's going to be suing others, and he'll be joining us this week, by the way, to talk about it. Dan Ives, good to see you this morning. Thank you.